Поздравляю.
Maybe they will come. Well, good evening, everybody. It's 8 o'clock, and today is Friday, the 24th of April. And for now, we have only 2 people, but maybe they will come later. And here, let's say, Victor, tell us hello.
Hello, hello.
How are you today, Vita?
So.
Again, what happened? What happened? It means що трапилося. What happened?
Болію.
Still, і досі, да? I am still sick.
По-новому.
Again, new one.
Again sick.
Sick, again sick. So what are your what is your diagnosis? Do you have a headache or what's up with you?
Простыл.
You can say I caught a cold. Спіймав простуду. I caught a cold.
I caught a cold and температура так и будет.
Temperature. Yes, and I have a temperature. So do you don't go to the university, do you?
I don't go to university.
So
today.
I always wanted to ask, do you have the individual plan?
Обычно
usual. It is usual.
I am usually plan.
Usual student, usual attendant.
Usual student, yes.
Well, so probably it is quite difficult. I think.
Еще раз.
Difficult, в смысле важко.
No.
Not really.
Not really, yes.
Oh, well, okay. So thank you, Vitya. I hope the weather in Kyiv is great, and you are really sick. Well, here Artyom joined us. Today we have. Good evening, Artyom. Tell me, please, are you sick?
No, I'm healthy.
Oh, it's good, healthy and wealthy, because Victor is sick, Victoria is sick. I hope you are, and I am glad that you are well.
Yes, I'm fine. Thank you.
How is the weather in Uzhorod?
Oh, very nice today. We have very sunny day. I go to the street. We play boccia with my friends yesterday. Very nice weather.
As usual, Artyom tells us about boccia.
Usually it's the first time in this year when we go boccia with friends, because как-то нарешті.
At last.
At last the weather warm.
It's warm, yeah.
Да.
So we hope it will be warm. So because we were so glad that spring has come, and now we still cannot wait for our spring.
Yes.
So somebody coming else. This is here are our. Okay, let's say we have 2 men and 2 ladies. Here is Victoria Kulchitska. Vika, tell us hello.
Yes, hello.
I know that you told that you are sick also, but nevertheless you went to your kitchen garden, yeah? На огород ходили.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, I didn't go.
Okay.
I did today to the Chernobyl meeting. We had today.
Chernobyl meeting.
Yeah.
So I saw that you made a new post in your blog about Chernobyl.
Yeah.
So
My father was in Chernobyl, and we went with them together in the center of my village.
So you know my father and my husband's father also they were in Chernobyl. So and also my brother went to Chernobyl, but it's a little bit later. So it is quite common for all our family. Well, thank you, Vika. And I see here we have some other our friends from Kyiv, Poltava, and even from the USA. Good evening. Oh, or maybe good afternoon for you. Good morning.
Good afternoon, Ruslana. How are you?
We are fine. As usual, we are here on Monday and Friday at 8 o'clock. So you have heard that one of our students told about Chernobyl. Do you know something about this?
About the accident at Chernobyl?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
A little, yes. I was just listening to her tell about it.
So honestly, almost in every Ukrainian family, somebody was connected to accident to Chernobyl. Some of the men they went as soldiers and helped to firefight. Others were digging around the reaction plant and so on.
I was going to say, I said, you're not old enough to remember Chernobyl, are you?
Well, I was at my first class.
Okay.
So anyway, thank you. I am still young.
Oh, you are, and I wanted to tell you I love your hair. You did your hair different. I think it looks lovely.
Oh, thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
So, I cannot say the same about your hair.
No.
My father, he has something similar.
Okay.
So okay, we started. Let's say hello to our other ladies.
Please.
And here is Valentina. Valia, hello. Valia Sukhar, hello.
Hello, hello.
We haven't seen you for ages. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
We also fine. You see, I have heard a lot of compliments. I even became red. So today we are talking about one of the most famous, the most English writer. Valia, can you guess who is this? Yesterday it was his birthday. So probably, and by the way, yesterday a lot of people celebrated the Day of English Language because yesterday was the birthday of the greatest playwright, writer.
Shakespeare.
Oh, look! Oh my God! So you are reading Shakespeare?
Wow. In Klingon.
Cool. So friends, we have so great guests from the USA. So, Valia, what do you know about Shakespeare? Just maybe one or two sentences.
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all. Oh no.
Okay. So, I hope that some other our students know something. Maybe who wants to tell us just what do you know about Shakespeare? Oh, here is Oksana. Hello, Oksana.
Hello, Ruslana.
Tell me, please, that you know something about Shakespeare.
I know that he was a national English or Britain British poet. He was playwright, да, драматург.
Playwright.
Playwright and an actor.
An actor, yeah. So, do you remember what was his theater?
No, I don't remember.
People, who knows what is the name of the Shakespeare Theatre in London? And nobody said. Maybe you know, Carlton.
Oh, that would be the Globe Theater, yes?
Exactly.
There we go.
The highest mark in Ukrainian school is 12. You know, our education system, we use grades, marks,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and 12 is the highest. 1 is the lowest, of course.
Okay.
So you have 12 for this.
I got 12. Who said, Rosanna, who said they didn't know anything about Shakespeare? Was that?
Valentina.
Valentina, I bet you do. Do you know the story Romeo and Juliet?
Vika Kulchitska, help please translate.
Yes, please.
Что ты знаешь о пьесе «Ромео и Джульетта»? Или знаешь, что это вообще пьеса?
Ну, я чула про цю п'єсу і колись читала.
Попробуємо по-англійськи трошки.
Because I read and taught in the school and after that at the institute about his biography and his some place.
Place, okay. So, thank you, Vika. And Valia, maybe you can add something about Romeo and Juliet.
Romeo loves Juliet,
Yeah.
but his parents забороняли, як буде.
They did not let them.
Did not let them. They loves.
Oh, well.
And the end piece was
The play. Play вистава, як грати, play.
Ні, я хотіла сказати, що в кінці цієї п'єси...
Ну, п'єса по-англійськи, це буде вистава, play.
Play. Yes. Julieta and Romeo died.
Yes, sad.
Romeo and Juliet died, yeah.
Rosanna, how do you say sad in Ukrainian?
Сумно.
Sumna? Sumna?
Сумно. Yeah.
Sumna.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is sad. Це сумно. Це сумно.
Yes.
Well, and so thank you, Valia. And here I prepared for you a little biography of William Shakespeare. We try to read it, maybe one by one. Okay. So let's start from Victor.
Давай.
Victor, yes. Please start to read it. Oh, sorry. Just a moment. Okay.
William Shakespeare is often called the world's greatest playwright. He wrote comedies, tragedies, and historical plays in England in the last part of the 16th and the early 17th century.
Okay. So, Victor, sorry, but let's check something of your pronunciation. For example, William Shakespeare in Ukrainian, in English it's William Shakespeare. Shakespeare.
Понял. Shakespeare.
Well, and probably, I hope you all understood this. Especially you, Carlton.
No, I understood fine. I thought he read it very, very well.
Well, so let's continue. And here is the next part of it. And the next one will be Bogdan. Bogdan, he is from Poltava.
Hello.
Good evening, Bogdan.
Good evening.
We are glad to see you here or hear you again. Please, Bogdan, let's read and don't forget William Shakespeare.
William Shakespeare was born in 1534 in the English town of Stratford.
Stratford upon Avon.
Мне продолжать?
Yes.
His father was a businessman and the town's mayor.
Okay, so maybe do you remember from your lesson, from the literature lesson, what kind of business did he have? Who knows? Nobody. Well, they made some kind of clothes. It is a winter clothes. And it is only for hands, mostly for fingers.
Перчатки, что ли?
Yes, you are right. Gloves, glove make. He was a glove maker, but probably it was not only for the winter, yeah, maybe for summer. In those times, they all wear gloves. So, Bogdan, and who is the town's mayor?
Ну, town это замок.
Типа мэр, наверное.
Да, типа мэр, так. Мэр міста, да, згодом.
Мэр міста.
Well, thanks, Bogdan. Let's continue. And Oksana, please. About mother.
His mother came from a family that owned land near Stratford. William had 3 younger brothers and 2 younger sisters.
Yeah, very big family.
Yes. Like other boys of middle class families, William attended a grammar school at Stratford where he got a good education and also learned Latin.
So, my dear friends, imagine please that you live in Shakespeare's time and you go to some kind of grammar school. What are your lessons? What is your opinion? What can you study in grammar school? Well, Artyom, maybe you? Can you imagine? Your neighbor is Shakespeare's family and you both go to grammar school with William. What are your lessons? What are your subjects at school?
No, I think it's about English lesson, of course, I think. Other
English
maybe language like Latin and maybe some religion lesson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, religion in those times it was really important.
Some arithmetic and everything.
Some math, yeah,
Some math.
arithmetic or math.
Yes.
Well, okay. So, any other ideas?
Maybe writing or reading.
Writing and reading. So Artyom mentioned English. English can be like lessons of writing and reading.
Maybe.
Yeah. Nevertheless, some people say that Shakespeare, they couldn't read and write properly. He had a lot of mistakes, and in fact, all those plays, 37 plays, I remember, they were written not by Shakespeare. Have you heard this legend? So, Mr. Carlton, did you hear about this, or do you believe it?
I have heard that. I'm not sure if somebody else created the plays, or maybe Shakespeare created the plays but had somebody else write them down for him. I don't know.
So yeah, nevertheless, maybe he was the creator, but he couldn't write. Yeah.
Yeah.
So but why he went to the grammar school and what he was doing there? Well, thanks for this comment, interesting comment. I hope our Ukrainian friends, did you understand?
Yes.
Maybe some. Віка, у двох словах, просто допоможіть, може, основна ідея.
Так.
Основна моя думка і Карлтона думка.
Що англійською чи?
Ні, українською, тому що ми не впевнені, що всі зрозуміли.
Я розумію, що балакали, що писав п'єси не Шекспір, а хтось за нього.
Але створював їх він сам.
I taught about it in the university.
At the university. So my husband, he really loves Shakespeare. He even wrote some kind of research work about him, and there are many different variants about this, different theories. Okay,
I also like it.
Yeah, we study at the same university, Vika.
Ruslana?
Yeah?
If I can add, I know in English a lot of our expressions, a lot of our sayings come from Shakespeare's works. So some common ones, I wonder if you have them in the Ukraine as well. For beauty is only skin deep comes from Shakespeare play, or all that, well, we remember it badly, but all that glitters is not gold comes from a Shakespeare speech, and a rose by any other name would smell as sweet comes from a Shakespeare play. In the Ukraine, do you have similar expressions maybe that come from Shakespeare?
No, for example, about the gold, не все те золото, що блистить. We have the same.
Yeah.
Yes, in fact, the same, absolutely. What else about rose? No, probably we don't have exactly something similar. It's hard to me to remember right now.
Oh, I know.
But maybe some of our students know. Carlton, can I ask you just to write one of your favorite in the chat? Because for them it's a little bit difficult to understand listening. Maybe reading and writing they can help you.
Here.
So, girls, boys and girls, look please at the chat. And Valia, let's read please in the chat. Do you see chat? Valusha.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, read please. Те, що Карлтон написав.
Rose by any other name won't smell as sweet.
So, can you translate it?
Rose.
Троянда.
Троянда.
Ну, Rose, я так розумію, це ім'я ж, правильно?
Ні, тут буде троянда.
А, троянда.
By any other name.
Не мала іншого імені чи щось таке.
Або з якимсь іншим іменем.
У світі. Смел, я не знаю, що це таке.
Запах. Аромат.
Або пахнути, може пахнути.
Світ та сладкий.
Так само солодко. Як би ви це звели його в кучу, якби його переклали б? You see, Carlton, it's even difficult to translate for our students.
I understand. What part of it is difficult?
Well, they understood all words separately, but to get the meaning, they can't. Oh, maybe can you explain what is the meaning, on your opinion, what is the meaning of this? Зараз Карлтон буде розказувати, яке...
Yeah, I can try. I think what Shakespeare is maybe trying to say here is, no matter what name very simply, no matter what name we use to describe the flower, in this case, a flower, it doesn't matter. We could call it. Do you have a flower, Ruslana, in Ukraine that smells very badly?
Flower which smells very badly? Probably no.
Well, okay. So if we use the same name for dung, no matter what name we call the rose, it's still going to smell just as beautiful. I'm trying to think of a good example besides, sort of that direct thing. I'm trying to think of something. You're right. It is difficult to explain. Yeah, I understand it when I read it, but to say it in different words is a little more difficult. I'm trying to think of a good example, and I can't think of one at the moment. Let me think on that for a little bit.
Yeah, sure. And I also can add that in Ukrainian probably. Взагалі ж, якщо так зрозуміти конкретніше, так, нема різниці, як ви будете називати ту або іншу квітку, але вона все одно, якщо вона буде все одно пахнути по-гарному. Це, мабуть, скоріше всього буде, я б так би думала, да? Нема різниці, яке ім'я буде носити людина. Якщо вона добра, то вона є добра, якщо вона гарна, то вона є гарна. І ім'я тут якраз не важливе. Ну, мабуть, це про Ромео і Джульєту. So, Carlton, am I right that nevertheless, what is your name? If you are a good person, if you are kind, honest, tolerant, and so on, so anyway, you are good. Are you Montecchio, Capuletti? You are kind.
Yes, exactly. I think when Shakespeare used it, Juliet's family was Capulet, and Romeo was Montague. And her family didn't want her to marry him because he was of a different name, a different family. And that's when, sort of, she said, a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. It doesn't matter what his family is. It doesn't matter what his last name is. He's still the person that I love. He's the same wonderful person, and what you call him doesn't make any difference.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, you see, you pronounce these names of the family like it's real Italian. Can you do it one more time? Montague?
Montague.
Montague. Ah,
Montague.
yeah. Montague.
I believe. That's how I would pronounce it, but I don't know that it's.
So you are native speaker, No,
native English only. But Italian, I'm not sure. But yeah, Montague.
And Montague and Capuletti?
Capulet. No E. Yeah.
Uh-huh. So Romeo and Juliet.
Romeo and Juliet.
Well, so cool. So I would like to choose some of our ladies to read the next part because it is essential for ladies. Victoria, please read.
When William was 18, he married Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway.
They had 3 children, first Susanna and then twins, a son named Hamnet and a daughter named Judith. Hamnet died when he was 11. We don't really know what William did during the following years, but in 1592 he went to London to work as a writer and actor.
Vika, it's enough, thank you. So can you imagine the life? You married, you have a family, you have three children, and your husband is going to the theater because he loves theater a lot. So what would you say to your husband, Vika?
I don't know, maybe. I think.
You think?
Yes. I don't know. What will I say him?
So, Valia, what
about you?
Now let's ask Valia. Valia, can you imagine the situation? Your husband is leaving home because he loves theater. What would you say to him?
Допоможіть мені трошки перекласти, бо я не зрозуміла.
Давайте зараз нам хто? Вітя, перекладіть, будь ласка, translate.
Я просто не всі слова розумію, тому не можу так до кучі сложити.
Секундочку. Just a moment. Ай, чому? Що перекладати?
Що ми питали?
Ще раз, тому що я немножко
so, Вітя, давайте будемо трошки уважніші, а ми попитаємо зараз когось. Ксюша, чи чула нас, Оксана?
Чула, що саме.
So, can you describe the situation, translate the situation? What was the situation with 3 children, young woman, young wife, and husband is going to London because he loves theater?
Те, що він з дітьми поїхав у Лондон з жінкою своєю, тому що він обожнював кінотеатри. Ой, театри.
Да, тільки просто він залишив дітей і жінку, а сам поїхав в Лондон. Thank you, Oksana, and look please at the comment by Carlton. He wrote a great comment, really. So he wrote, if I was married to a beautiful 18-year-old woman, I would never leave the house. And you see, he even used the Google Translator. Thank you, Carlton, for our for translation. So, and oh, here we have Alex. Sasha, good evening. He fell out. Okay. Yulia, good evening also.
Good evening.
Good evening, Yulia. We are talking about Shakespeare and about his life.
Yes,
So join us, please. And I have some question for you. What of his plays do you know, Yulichka?
Plays.
Oh, performances.
Hamlet and Othello. I hear about it.
You heard, yeah.
Yeah.
So my thank you, Yulia. So my dear friends, look at this picture, and can you guess what is it? Sasha.
Theater.
Theater, yes. What theater is it?
I don't know.
So maybe Sasha, Alex, Sasha Titunek, do you know? No?
Я нічого не вкладу, я побачив. What is it?
Yeah, what is this? What building is it?
I don't know. Something big, something. I don't know.
Well, Sasha doesn't know. If somebody knows, you can write in the chat. And probably I can give you some prompts. So this is a theater where William Shakespeare worked. And Carlton at the beginning told that he worked at the Shakespeare's, the theater. Yes, Artyom, it is a Globe Theater. It is in London. Maybe some of you know what is special. What's special something about this? Nobody. Okay. So Artyom, maybe you know something special, some special information about this theater.
Not exactly, but I think maybe he looks very modern. Maybe it was burned and it is restoration of this theater, no?
Repeat, okay. So, and you see, look at the shape of it. What shape? Форма яка?
A round circle.
Round circle.
I think, but not really. With some tower on the other side.
So in fact, the Globe Theater is unique because it's really like circle, yeah, round, and
like a castle, maybe, no?
Excuse me, can you one?
It looks like a castle, maybe.
Castle, like a castle, yeah. Maybe you are right. So now. In fact, something interesting about it that actors who were in this theater, they all were men. No women could work at the theater. Also, there is a stage in the middle, and the spectators, глядачи, they are standing around. Now I would show you a small, just I will share my screen with you. Just here. Well, this lady, she tells about Shakespeare's theater. And of course, this is one of the most interesting and famous place for the tourist who comes to London, because it is situated on the bank of River Thames. You see, it is really round. And Artyom, you were right. It burnt many years ago, almost 200 years ago, and it was rebuilt only recently, about, I'm not sure, probably about 30 years ago, or even small, not so long ago. Interesting that the same stage is here, and stage is without roof. So it means if it is rain, anyway, the actors will play their roles. Such as there is no electricity at this theater. All performances, all plays are only in the day, in the afternoon at 12 o'clock, and they start only during summer, maybe late spring and summer. You see, there are so many decorations, like in the Shakespeare's time. And if you are interested in the theater, you can read a lot of information and watch a lot of videos. How does it looks like inside? Besides, you can go to the great site which called British Council. Now I will show you how to find it. Now you see my Google. You just write. I will make it bigger. British Council. A lot of times I told you about these great sites, and just write Globe Theatre. And here there are some Shakespeare scenes. There is a small video series which is called World on the Street. This is educational video. Shakespeare scene. It is quite long to watch it online. It's 3 parts for 4 minutes, so it means about 12 minutes. So I propose you to watch it at home and to understand how was life at Shakespeare's time. And after that, what is interesting about these videos, that after the video you can see the tasks, and you can do these tasks online. Also, the computer can check it and give you mark. You can get your mark. Here there are a lot of commands which you can read, and after each of this part of this video, there is a special interview with the language teacher who tells you some interesting maybe words from this video. You see Shakespeare's in language focus, and here the linguist teach another words. So I highly recommend you to look at this video. I uploaded it to our blog. Probably it would be easier for you and more convenient. Well, it was a small advertisement. Here Mr. Carton, he wrote for us. Carton, you can turn on your microphone, and I see you practice Ukrainian.
No, I'm using Google. I'm cheating. No, I just wanted to say thank you again, Rosanna, for letting me participate. and I've got to go back to work. This is my lunch hour, so I have to go back to work now. So I wanted to say goodbye to everybody, and I hope that I see you all again next week.
So it was nice to communicate with you. Maybe some of my students would like to say thank you. Oh, here is Oksana. Would you like to say some words to Carlton?
Thank you, Carlton, for достижения. Ну, for practice.
For practicing.
Oh, you're welcome, Oksana.
Vika, can you add something? Віка Кульчицька, у вас виключений мікрофон. Ми вас не чуємо.
I'm here. Thank you very much. I wait for us soon.
Again, yeah, again and again.
Yep.
So
everybody's English is actually very good. It's very easy to understand everybody when you speak English. So I think you're all doing very, very well. It's always more difficult sometimes to understand when I talk than it is to speak. But I think all of you are doing very well. You've got a very good teacher.
Again, compliments. Thank you.
It's very great.
Yes.
Hey, guys, enough. I am ready enough. So anyway, I really appreciate your help, Carlton, because as a native speaker, you can help us with pronunciation. You know, today Shakespeare is a difficult topic because to know all these names, how to pronounce them, it's quite quite difficult. But it's interesting because we can practice English at the real English. When I was in the USA, it was in 2008. I had a practice at high school, and they studied Hamlet also, and they read it in adaptive way because they couldn't understand the real British Shakespeare's language.
That's important too. That when people watch or read Shakespeare, that to understand that the English that he spoke is very, very, very different from the English that we speak today. I think if Shakespeare were in the United States, no one would understand him.
Exactly.
It's almost we call it English, but it's really almost an entirely different language.
Yeah, absolutely. And when some of my students say, "Oh, I would like to study English because I would like to read some books in original, for example, Shakespeare," I told them, "Believe me, you cannot do it."
Shakespeare is difficult even for people that grow up with English to read in school. Well, do you know where Shakespeare, where he says on the balcony, where he says, "Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo?"
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't mean where are you. It sounds like it in English, but it means something totally different.
Something else, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so I have to go. So
yeah.
Bye-bye, everybody, and say goodbye to Valentina, too. She left, so bye, everybody.
Yeah, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Cool.
Nice man.
Yeah, really nice man. And Artyom, you're absolutely right. He has a very nice and clear pronunciation. And you see, he helps us. And shame on us, he knows more about Shakespeare than we are. Than we do.
You know English.
To know English, it is not very important to know Shakespeare. Because all Shakespeare's plays, they are translated in Ukrainian, Russian, or any other language.
Yes.
Agree, yeah?
I agree with you.
So I see we have people, because when we were talking with Carlton, I also forgot that we have to change. Я бачу, в нас 7 глядачів зараз. Власне кажучи, якщо коли ми там ділилися до 8:30 був час Полтави, потім Київ. Бачу, в нас є і Київ, і Полтава, і в нас ще є вільні місця. Заходьте, будь ласка. У нас є 2 вільних місця. Ті, хто хочуть приєднатися, приєднуйтеся. У нас чомусь вже 6 глядачів. Ні, поки що дійсно, в нас є вільні місця, хто хоче зайти. В нас о 9 годин повинні приєднатися Одеса та Ужгород. Сподіваємося, хтось із них прийде. До речі, ці 8 глядачів, які дивляться нас онлайн, чи не могли б ви зайти на чат і написати що-небудь, хто ви в нас є? Дивлюся, тут у нас Сергій Вінник, він зареєструвався, щоб буде дивитися нас. Що? Мені цікаво, тому що виявляється, можливо, що багато людей просто соромляться виходити до нас спілкуватися. І я всіх запрошую, нічого страшного, ми будемо говорити, практикуватися. От бачите, Надійка долик нас почула і зайшла. Дуже добре. Good evening, Nadia.
Good evening.
I hope you are fine.
Yes.
How...
Today I study the poem of Shakespeare. All the world is stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exit and their entrances. And one man in his time plays many parts.
Oh. So where have you been while Carton was with us? Ми б його доконали, показали б йому, що українці знають на пам'ять Шекспіра. То це ви зараз на пам'ять розказували, так?
Yes, yes.
Cool.
Today in university I розказувала це.
Recite. Якщо на пам'ять, то recite, yeah, recite it. So what is your specialty at the university?
Oh, I study languages, Ukraine.
Ukrainian? What
Yes,
else?
yes. Я не знаю, українська мова і література.
Англійська, це у вас буде що?
Філологія.
Філологія, да. Чиста філологія, да, українська?
Yes.
Because I and my husband, we also studied at the philology faculty, but we had Ukrainian and English. And
English we study too, but I have very bad pronunciation. Today I told my friend I hate English language because it is very difficult for me. I studied 3 years, but not regular, and I don't know. It's very difficult for me. But I want perfectly speak English.
But you are doing a great job, really, believe me. So I have a question for you as for person who lives not in Uzhhorod. Yeah, you told that not far from Uzhhorod.
I live in Uzhhorod, but I burn not in Uzhhorod.
I see. So what about the cherry trees? Are they blossoming? Sakura ваші?
Yes. Today with my friend we walk in park. It is very beautiful. All people make a selfie with sakura.
I can imagine, and the smell.
Yes.
I see.
Very багато зараз.
A lot
tourists in Uzhhorod.
You know, I had crazy idea. This Tuesday, I am meeting with our Kyiv group. So, am I right? We meet at 4 o'clock. Girls, Oksana, boys, да?
Guys said that yes.
Yeah, at 4 o'clock on Tuesday.
Yes, I have not been at that face-to-face because
lesson.
I had exam.
I see. Yulia, can you tell me, do you have face-to-face meeting at 4 o'clock on Tuesday, next Tuesday?
Ми щойно спілкувалися у скайпі, в мене також не було на минулому році, але нам передали інформацію, що нібито так має бути.
Ну, так от, я мала таку, I had crazy idea, so on Tuesday I meet with my Kyiv group at 4 o'clock. Then I go to Cherkasy for the TESOL conference. It's a conference of teachers, English teachers, where I have presentation. And then for the May holidays, I planned to go to Uzhorod. But I decided so just wait a little. And я думаю, що вже сакури ж відцвітуться до першого, да? Вони ж там швидко відцвітаються. Well, and by the way, today our Andrew, ми щось про нього, Андрюшу Чайку, ніяк до нього не доберемося.
Hello.
Hello, Андрюша. Good evening.
Good evening, Ruslana.
Do you have sakura in Sweden?
No, don't have sakura in Sweden.
So, but what about the weather? Is it still cold there?
Oh, we have it's fixed so nice weather. It's about 20
degrees.
Degrees, but in the holiday weather about 10 degrees.
About okay, so так, Alexei Belikanich from Uzhhorod, he wants to join us. Now I give him a link. Копировать and send it to him. Because we need Uzhhorod also. And while I am sending it, let's say hello to Odessa. Odessa, Serежа Vinnik, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
I hope the weather in Odessa is the best.
Yeah.
So, but
today is the best.
But we are talking about Shakespeare. Tell us, please, what is your favorite Shakespeare's play?
Maybe Romeo and Juliet.
Romeo and Juliet. What is it about?
About the boy and girl who loved друг друга, как сказать?
Each other.
Each other.
So, yeah, and it is a really sad story.
Yeah.
Artyom Kolenko, he went away. See you guys, he wrote us. Alexei also, hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Very nice to see you here. And Alexei, we are talking about Shakespeare, and Serежа Vinnik told that his favorite play is Romeo and Juliet. What about you?
My
favorite
book чи писатель?
Say пьеса, play.
Play. I have no favorite piece.
Добре, а який ви його п'єсу читали, можливо, чи знаєте хоча б про що?
What not understand.
Які п'єси Шекспіра ви знаєте просто Вільяма Шекспіра? Вчора було його день народження, і ми сьогодні про нього говоримо. Власне, сьогодні всі про нього говорять. Виявляється, в Ужгородському університеті також говорили про це.
I know one yes.
One play?
Yes, is to be or and not to be.
To be or not to be?
Hamlet.
Yeah, to be or not to be is from Hamlet, exactly. Там, де бідний Йорик, пам'ятаєте? So, no, okay, Alexei, thanks. I would like to join to Seryoja's opinion, Odesa opinion, that Romeo and Juliet are probably one of the most popular is Shakespeare's play. So let's try to read it quickly, and here you see the gaps and you have to fill them. Заповнити ці пропуски. Окей, ну давайте почнемо із Юлі. Юля, видно вам?
Yes, I know.
Так, отже, ми згадуємо неправильні дієслова і минулий час. Тут все треба просто поставити в минулому часі. Перший абзац ваш.
Okay. A long time ago there are two families.
Юлічка, це все в минулому часі треба. Тобі поставити в минулий час.
There was.
Дві сім'ї.
There were two families and Capulets and як тут правильно його по-англійськи прочитати?
Ну зараз, народ, хто пам'ятає, нам Карлтон підказував, як читати правильно ці прізвища. Ніхто не каже.
Montagues, maybe.
Оксан, ви щось голосніше.
Ні, я нічого не казала. Монтез, ну?
Монтегюс, він казав, так?
Монтегюс?
Да.
Погано, що набрехала.
Монтегюс and Capulet.
Montagues.
Окей, Юлічка, let's continue.
Okay, the families hate. Oh, I don't remember.
It is regular verb.
Regular. Oh, it's good. They hated each other for so long and would always fight. One morning, the servants of the Capulets started a fight with the servants of the Montagues. The prince stopped the fight and said, "The next person who starts a fight will be killed."
Okay, so killed. Thank you, Yulia. Now this part will translate the next person and the next. Okay, I see Надійка, Діалог, щось їй там виходить з чату. Надя, ви можете зараз говорити? Давайте, поки вас не вибило. Let's translate and do the next part, okay?
Next part, the same night of the flight.
Wait, translate the first part in Ukrainian.
Довгий, багато років тому, чи багато часу тому, тут була родина Капулетті. Дві родини Капулетті і Монтекі. Ці родини ненавиділи одного довгий час. Fight? Що це fight?
Бійка. Билися, так.
Билися. Одного ранку Одного ранку горнична чи прислуга, слуги Капулетті билися з слугами Монтекі, і принц зупинив бійку і сказав наступній людині, хто розпочав цю бійку, що буде вбитий.
Так. Ну, принц це той, який володів містом на той час, так? Тобто, можна так сказати його. Князь.
Князь.
Да, ну що, принц Володимир у нас це князь Володимир. Так, окей, Надя. The next part now in English and change these verbs into past simple.
Past simple.
Минулий час. Або закінчення ід, якщо це правильне дієслово, або друга колонка, якщо це неправильне дієслово.
The same night of the fight, Lord Capuletti planned a party. At the party, he wanted to introduce his daughter Juliet to a man named called Paris, because called Paris wanted to marry Juliet. Some of the Montagues heard about the party. They went to the party wearing masks, even thought it was a bad idea. Romeo went with his cousin Benvolio and his best friend Mercutio. Romeo went to see another girl. He's in love with Benvolio, and Mercutio went for fun.
For fun. Okay, thank you. I didn't understand what about the word чути here. Як забрали форму?
Here, heard, не помню, here.
Да, heard
about the party.
Okay, well, thank you, Nadia, really nice. Let's translate the second and start the next. Alexey, please, it's for you. Оце ще зараз перекладаємо на українську чи на російську мову, як вам зручно.
Одну ніч.
Одни ночи.
Некоторой ночи.
Сережа Вінник пише «Паті на хаті». Тонкий одеський юмор. Sorry, Alexey. Отже, the same night, в ночі, on the fight.
Бою.
Лорд
планировал вечеринку. На вечеринке он ходил в интродюс.
Представить свою дочь Джульет мужчине named Kunt. Он по имени?
По имени Кунт Парис. Каунт Парис. Потому что Каунт Парис...
Каунт это, наверное, там графу Парису.
Потому что он желал и хотел жениться или на Джульетте.
На Джульетте.
Некоторые из монтегюстов услышал
об этом.
об этой вечеринке. Они пришли на вечеринку,
Одевши маски.
одевшие маски. Эван, вот.
Хотя
Хотя это была плохая идея.
Это была плохая идея. Да.
так,
Ромео пошел со своим кузином Бенволио и его лучшим другом Меркурио.
Меркуціо.
Маркуцио. Ромео хотел посмотреть, но
Ну, на другую девушку.
девушку он и влюбился,
Ну, he is in love, в которую он был влюблен, да?
в которую он был влюблен, и Бенволио и Меркуцио были для
Ну, for fun, пошли для развлечення. Окей, well. So, thank you, Олексій, гарний переклад. Це в нас просто трошечки не вистачає терпіння із Вікою. Ми вас дуже багато вам допомагаємо. І тепер будемо терплячіші, чесно. Так, давайте ось ми зараз виберемо ще в нас, хто не говорив англійською. Сережа Відні. Please, Сережа.
Yes.
Read the next part.
Okay. When Romeo went to the party, he saw Juliet for the first time. He fell in love with her, and she fell in love with him. They didn't know each other's names, and they kissed each other and danced together. At the party, Tybalt, Juliet's cousin, saw Romeo. Cousin saw Romeo and got mad. He came to his party and promised to get revenge. At the end of the party, Juliet found out Romeo was a Montague, and Romeo found out Juliet was a Capulet. They were both sad.
So, Serежа, I only want to hear the translation. Got mad.
Ну, зверел или взбесился.
Да, до речі, mad – це слово синонім до crazy, да? Окей, тепер це перекладає цю частину і робить наступну. Віка Кульчицька, please. Ой, Віка нам понаписала там в чаті.
А що надо?
Translate this part.
Коли Ромео пішов на вечірку, він там побачив Джульєту вперше. Він закохався, і вони закохалися.
Він закохався в неї. Дивіться, якщо дослівно, fell in love. Можна,
впав
в любов.
Вони не знали імен один одного, але вони цілувалися і танцювали разом.
How it can be? Вони не знають і цілуються вже.
Не говоріть. На вечірці Тібальт, кузина Джульєтти, побачив Ромео і
Сережа нам перекладав і розізлився.
Ага. І розізлився. що він прийшов на цю вечірку і пообіцяв отримати реванш.
Ну, мабуть, реванш, да? Якщо ми навіть не знаємо цього слова, можна без нього пройти. Ревенж.
Угу. В кінці вечірки Джульєта випала. Джульєта і Ромео
Found out.
Випала.
Ну, зрозуміла. Знаєш, зрозуміла, що Ромео...
Ага. Розуміє, що Ромео це із сім'ї Монтекі, а Ромео розуміє, що Джульєта була із сім'ї Капулеті. І вони обоє були засмучені. Як жалко.
Жалко, звісно. Тут дивіться в чаті, що пишуть нам народ.
Я бачу.
So, Vika, small part for you. Read in English and change the words into past simple.
After the Montagues.
Montagues. Даже ж американець навчив. Montagues.
After the Montagues left the party, Romeo
left
the party. Romeo went back to the Capulet house and hid outside Juliet's window. When she came outside, he talked to her and they decided they wanted to get married.
Well, yes, thank you, Vika. Let's choose somebody to translate this part. I'm smiling because I am reading chat about our young people. Cool. So, Oksana, translate, please, Vika's part.
Після цього Монтекі покинув вечірку. Ромео повернувся до Капулеті, до дому Капулеті і хід. Ой, що знайоме.
Минулий час від хай.
Збирався?
Заховався.
Збирався? Заховався? Снаружи Джульєти вікна. Коли він прийшов снаружи, зовні, він розповідав їй... Так. Він розповідав їй, що він вирішив, що він хоче одружитися.
Оце, бачите, яка молодь. Прямо за один вечір.
Та не кажіть.
So the next part is for you.
Наступне читати? Окей. The next day, Juliet's nurse helped her meet Romeo at church. At the church, Friar Romeo. At church. At the church, Friar Lawrence married them in secret. He married them because he thought it would bring peace to their town. They kept their marriage a secret until it was safe to tell people.
Continue, Oksana, continue.
After he got married, Romeo left the church and went to be with Mercutio. Tybalt, yes, Tybalt found them and wanted to fight Romeo and get revenge. Romeo didn't want to fight because he knew Tybalt won't know his family. Tybalt didn't know Romeo, just married his cousin, and Tybalt wanted to fight Romeo. Romeo did not fight, but Tybalt and Mercutio started a fight. Mercutio got killed. Romeo got mad and killed Tybalt. And killed Tybalt.
Yeah. So everybody, you see, they killed, they fight, they got mad, and so on. Okay, so yes, Romeo, he was a very nice warrior. Гарний вояка, да? Well, thank you, Oksana. I think we will not translate this because it's quite simple. Here we have the something more about the story, but probably some of you tell me what happened at the end. And let's listen the finishing of the story. So, Victor, включайте микрофон. So, Витя, what was at the end of this sad story?
Последний абзац, да?
Не, сами расскажите нам.
Well, I not read Shakespeare and Romeo and Julieta.
You don't know what is it about.
I don't like Shakespeare.
So, but probably you can watch film about Romeo and Juliet.
I not watch. Хотя вроде смотрел, не помню.
Вітя, якщо навіть вам не подобається класичний оригінал, є Ромео і Джульєта в реперському стилі, там щось такому музичному.
Я вроде смотрел когда-то, уже не помню это слово.
Okay. So, here all people in the chat they write all you died at the end. Okay, so Alexei, can you tell us what was at the end?
I don't understand.
Що було в кінці Ромео і Джульєти?
I don't know.
Ви також не знаєте, да, про що ця історія? Ага, ну, значить, тому повіримо нашим дівчатам, яка що в кінці всі померли. Нет ничего. Да, Виктория пишет, нет ничего печальнее на свете, чем повесть о Ромео и Джульетте.
Не все, только они умерли. А все живут.
Well. Ой, у нас Оксана чи Віка Овсяницька приєдналася. То давайте її попитаємо декілька слів. Віка, good evening, Овсяницька Віка. А ну, спробуйте поговорити. Вікторія Овсяницька. Не хоче вона говорити. Okay, well, so you see it's time to finish, and before this I'd like to ask you some maybe about the homework. Ну, поки що я так розумію, що ще ніхто не написав статті, і ви в процесі роботи зі своїми партнерами. Сподіваюся, що в усіх є партнери. Давайте ті, хто в чаті в нас зараз, і ті, хто тут, поставте плюсики, якщо у вас є партнер, з яким треба взяти інтерв'ю, тобто у вас є партнер. Так, Надійки немає партнера, з яким треба працювати. Віка, Юля, they have. Сережа, Альоша. Угу. Oksana, okay. Victor told me that Nastya, she is busy now, so he wants to work with her, but she is very busy. Коли мені здавати? Ну, не переживайте, здаватися, коли здасте. Давайте ми зараз Надійки підберемо, можливо, ще одного якогось партнера. Віктор, можливо, Віктор Єрьомінко, можливо, ви попрацюєте з Надією?
Я просто уже как бы с Настей договорился, и уже она что-то подбирает, и некрасиво получится.
Ну я розумію, так. Да. Тут нам Надя щось прислала фінську мову вчити, так? Да? В чаті в нас зараз. Фінська мова досить важка. Все, що я знаю, кіос по-фінськи. Дякую. Так, Надя, тоді давайте, значить, а вас, скажіть, Надія, а вас коли фейс-ту-фейс заняття?
В четвер і у вівторок.
А ви що, зараз по 2 рази займаєтеся?
Ну, в нас там є комп'ютер, ну, якби, коли комп'ютери преподають, викладач приходить з ужну і вчить користуватись комп'ютерами, хто не розуміє. І один раз ми зустрічаємось для вивчення англійської мови.
Із Женєю, так?
Так, так.
Тобто Женя ви зустрічаєтесь по вівторкам чи по четвергам?
По вівторках. Ні, по четвергах, по четвергах. О, щось я... П'ятниця важкий день.
Зрозуміло, то я просто з ваших ужгородців знаю лише там декілька чоловік, виходить.
Угу.
І, можливо, ви можете на занятті face-to-face зробити таке інтерв'ю, якесь поговорити, задати запитання, хоча б один про одного написати статтю.
Це може бути, наприклад, моя сукурсниця чи ще хтось, чи це обов'язково має бути людина, яка бере участь у цьому проєкті?
Власне, ми хотіли, щоб ви дізналися один про одного, звичайно, потоваришували між різними містами, щоб там одесит написав про Ужгородця. А в нас є ще ось Валя Сухар, вона була з Києва в нас на початку, і не знаю, чи в неї є там партнер. Ну, можливо, ви на Фейсбуці вийдіть на нашу групу Фейсбука і напишіть, там он писали, бо у нас Віка Кульчицька писала, Льоша писала, що я шукаю собі партнера для роботи над проектом. І свій емейл, ну або там просто так. Вам напишуть хтось, хто захоче з вами працювати, хто захоче бути вашим інтерв'юером. Власне, ви вже можете придумати самі запитання, і потім їх надрукувати і віддати комусь там своїм інтерв'юеру. А далі нам потрібно створити таку статтю, тому що питання – це питання, але ж статті з неї не виходить, треба буде розповідь написати про свого сокурсника, назвемо їх так. Ну і взагалі ж, коли нам треба вже до Одеси підготуватися, щоб ми один одного знали, любили, поважали. І взагалі...
А в Одесі саме що ми там будемо робити?
Що ми будемо робити? Ну що ж, в нас буде 5-денний англомовний табір. Зранку встаємо, англійською мовою робимо зарядку. Снідаємо з англійською мовою, а потім працюємо, у нас будуть по заняттям, будемо говорити, дивитися, читати, писати, все англійською мовою. Будуть такі заняття. Ну, звичайно ж, виділятимеся час для моря, тому що ми ж на морі. По вечорам, взагалі, якщо у нас 5 днів, то 4 міста, кожне місто буде робити свою презентацію, наприклад, презентацію своєї групи, свого міста. Ви встанете всі разом і скажете: привіт, ми група, англійською мовою, звичайно. Привіт, ми група з Ужгорода, ми ось такі-такі, ми такі різноманітні, у нас є там архітектори, дизайнери, вчителі, студенти, але все нас поєднує Ужгород, тому що Ужгород – це найкраще місце на землі. Так, дивлюся, ось нас запитують, до речі, про коли це буде. Це буде 1 по 5 липня під Одесою, Нацбруччя називається, так, як його назвати? Не санаторій, мабуть, база, турбаза відпочинку Нацбруччя. Це десь на Затокі, база, так. Так що, власне, це інформація для всіх, тому що кожна група буде представляти один вечір, це представлення. Да, Андрюша Чайка, ви вже повернетеся, чи ви там вже назавжди?
У мене, я вибачаю, ще таке запитання. Це буде, якби, якісь екзамени, чи це просто, якби, люди прийдуть зустрітись?
Ну, екзаменом це важко назвати. Скоріше, це ж, таке, прийдуть люди зустрінуться, які цілий рік працювали разом, віртуально разом. То, звичайно, це буде таке не напряг. Щоб це була англійська мова, щоб це була цікава англійська, розмовна.
А якісь native speakers будуть?
Native speakers обіцяли бути із посольства, але ми там Кевін, він, мабуть, приїжджав до вас в Ужгород, чи ні?
Не знаю, можливо, мене не було, бо я часто
в Одесі був, так? Сережа Віднік в Одесі був, до вас Кевін приїжджав? Був, так? Що він вам там розповідав, що ви з ним?
Ну, познайомилися з ним і все, потім пішов там до кімнати і там щось зібрався там.
Ну, власне, це вони приїздили в Одесу так провірити, подивитися, як вони.
Трошки.
Да. Так що і Лілія Шило ж буде, звичайно ж уже. Так що одним словом будемо розважатися. Ну і, звичайно, посольство нам, я так думаю, буде вручати якісь сертифікати, там щось буде. Якщо є ще запитання, можете ставити, бо будемо прощатися. Було сьогодні дуже... It was nice to communicate to you. As usually, we are so lucky that Native Americans come to us. He helped us with pronunciation, he helped us with Shakespeare, and I hope you really like Shakespeare and just watch or read some of his plays. And don't forget about British Council. I will send it to the blog. Well, for now I am saying you goodbye, and as usually we see on Monday. On Monday we will talk. We continue to talk maybe about English as usually, about our projects, and everything is going to be okay. And on Tuesday we shall meet with our Kyiv group. I am so excited. So Kyiv, we'll see together at 4 o'clock at school number, I don't remember which. Віктор щось говорив, нічого не зрозуміло. Добренько, все.
Да не, пропадает немножко.
А, пропадає. Добре. So, that's all.
Я вам напишу личку.
That's all for now. I am saying you goodbye. And as for our finishing, I hope we will see the Shakespeare's some story of the Shakespeare. Поки ви розходитеся, подивимося малесеньке відео. I'm reading just some of the blog, of some of your chats, and I ask you, please don't worry. In Odessa, everything will be super. I hope. Думаю, нам допоможуть наші керівники, і все в Одесі в нас буде просто класно. Okay, so I am saying you goodbye, and here is the video. I will share my screen. So, bye-bye. See you on Monday.
Goodbye.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Of the town of Stratford-upon-Avon, where William was born. William lived in a time of tremendous instability. The Protestant Reformation threatened devout Catholics like his parents, while riots, wars, and plagues threatened the whole of England and its new queen, Elizabeth. In times of crisis, people turned to the playhouses, both to forget their problems and to understand them. Romeo and Juliet was one of Shakespeare's first conspicuous successes. When he wrote the